nang dahil sa lumalalang banta ng mga incheck o yung mga Chekwa diyan sa West Philippine Sea. Ang Philippine Air Force sa ngayon magpapatupad ng Integrated Air Defense System. So ito yung pamagat na ating bibigyan ng reaction video komentaryo, suggestion, criticism, at kung ano man inyong mga saloobin, pwede rin naman kayo mag-komentaryo dyan sa baba. Okay? Kung gusto nyo ng mga ganitong mga reaction video, komentaryo, please kung bago ka pa lang sa aking channel please like and subscribe na lang muna sa ating YouTube channel bago tayo mag-umpisa. Okay? And also, please paki-subscribe din kay Ariel TV. So, itong video na to sa kanya to. So, please paki-subscribe din sa kanya. So, umpisa na natin kung bakit magpapatupad na ng Integrated Air Defense System ang Armed Forces. Okay?
Magandang araw mga ka-aerial defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo. Dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may pag-uusapan tayo tungkol sa depensa. Philippine Air Force magpapatupad ng Integrated Air Defense System dahil sa banta ng kalaban. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag mo muna kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Manatiling nakatutok sa aming channel para updated ka sa balitang militar at West Philippine Sea. Nangako ang bagong itinalaga na Philippine Air Force Commander na si Lieutenant General Arthur Cordora noong Huwebes na matagumpay na maipatupad ang isang Integrated Air Defense System sa ilalim ng kanyang termino. Pinalitan ni Cordora si Lieutenant General Stephen Pareño, na nagretiro sa serbisyo pagkatapos ng 37 taon. Ang pinagsama-samang sistema ng pagtatanggol sa himpapawid ay tinukoy ng mga dalubhasa sa militar bilang pagkakaroon ng istruktura, kagamitan, tauhan, pamamaraan, at mga sandata na ginagamit upang kontrahin ng airborne penetration ng kalaban sa teritoryo natin. Idinagdag ni Cordora na ang isang nakatutok na serbisyo sa himpapawid ay magbibigay daan sa PAF na mapadali ang tuluyang paglipat nito sa ganap na mga operasyon sa pagtatanggol sa teritoryo, at tugunan ng mga kinakailangan ng CADC para sa force projection at air interdictions. Sinabi rin niya na ito ay magbibigay daan sa PAF na mag-assimilate ng mga teknolohiya na magbibigay daan dito na epektibong gumana sa lahat ng domain, partikular sa cyber, at bigyang kapangyarihan ang mga human resources nito upang ihanda ang mga ito para sa kasalukuyan at hinaharap na mga banta. Nangako rin si Cordora na ang Philippine Air Force ay nakatutok sa kung ano ang mission essential at kung ano ang nagtataguyod ng interoperability, jointness, at excellence sa pinagsamang operasyon.
I intend to pursue a command thrust that focuses on the mission essential task and clearly defines the imperatives for a successful implementation of an integrated air defense system. A command thrust captured in the catchphrase, Focus Philippine Air Force. A focus PAP is mission-oriented, capability-driven, and values-based. This is a command thrust that is a call for retrospection, a call for action, and a call to become a learning organization. It shall be consistent with the Bagong Pilipinas call for a genuine and inclusive development and transformation strategy, and will support the AFP's comprehensive archipelagic defense concept in the development of the Armed Forces of the Philippines capabilities. A focused Philippine Air Force is an intervention that will follow on current thrust to facilitate Philippine Air Force eventual transition to full TD operations, address the CADC imperatives for force projection and air interdictions, assimilate technologies that enable us to operate effectively across all domains, particularly cyber, and finally, empower human resource to prepare them for the present and future tasks. In this respect, let me emphasize that the focused Philippine Air Force call for retrospection centers on the need to revisit the rich history of the Philippine Air Force, embrace its strong organizational culture, as well as influence the growing modernity in our needs. Consistent with this, there is a need to establish a baseline as dictated by the gains of previous command thrust, revisit the gaps and review the recommended measures to correct. This shall be undertaken based on a pragmatic approach and one that adheres to the accepted standards set forth by GHQ and the Department of National Defense. A focused PAP call for action shall demonstrate the inner workings of a mission-oriented organization, one that underpins the focus on fulfilling the Philippine Air Force mandate. Philippine Air Force shall do so focusing on what is mission essential and what promotes interoperability, jointness, and excellence in combined operations. This underscores the need to rethink how the non-mission essentials should be regulated to allow uninterrupted and optimum human and material support in the development of the Philippine Air Force war-fighting capabilities, ensure compliance with the National Military Strategy, the Defense Planning Guidance of 2024, the General Security of Military Information Agreement, and adherence to the Philippine Air Force Flight Plan 2040. Our action shall also be capability-driven. Capability-driven organizations look at all dimensions that makes it responsive, reliable, and effective. As a result, our capability should constitute the ability to synchronize air power and pursue the completion of a near-to-ideal integrated air defense system, capability to operate safely and effectively, and capability of our project management teams to identify, procure, and sustain platforms following the DSOM framework with consideration of the new legal issuances. In relation,
Sinabi ng Armed Forces of the Philippines na ang pag-aproba ng Senado sa resolusyong sumasang-ayon sa ratifikasyon ng Reciprocal Access Agreement sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Japan, ay isang makabuluhang hakbang sa
Yun.
pagpapalakas ng kooperasyon sa depensa ng dalawang bansa.
Yes, tama yun, no? Ang reciprocal agreement ng Japan at ang Pilipinas, isa rin magpapalakas ng depensa sa atin yan, no? So maganda talaga.
Sinabi ng tagapagsalita ng AFP na si Colonel Francel Margaret Padilla, na naniniwala ang militar na ang kasunduan ay magbibigay ng malaking benepisyo, partikular sa pagpapahusay ng mga pagkakataon sa pagsasanay, magkasanib na pagsasanay at interoperability sa pagitan ng mga puwersa ng depensa ng dalawang bansa. Sa usapin ng territorial defense, ang RAA ay magpapalakas sa maritime domain awareness capabilities ng AFP sa pamamagitan ng technology transfers, intelligence sharing at pagpapalakas ng pakikipagtulungan sa Japanese counterpart nito.
Yun.
Access agreement between Japan and the Philippines. The Senate's approval of the resolution concurring in the ratification of the Reciprocal Access Agreement, or the RAA, between the Philippines and Japan is a significant step in strengthening defense cooperation between the two nations. With due respect to and consistent with the laws and regulations of the receiving state, the Philippines and Japan are expected to undertake more in-depth practical military cooperation and exercises under the RAA. This would cover defense cooperation activities and exercises that aim to respond to the current security landscape, such as, but not limited to, the enhancement of technological and cybersecurity needs, development of maritime domain awareness capabilities, expanding training and education, exchanges, and strengthening humanitarian assistance and disaster response. This partnership will help the AFP address security challenges, especially in critical areas such as the West Philippine Sea,
Yun.
and further solidify our preparedness and resilience in safeguarding national sovereignty. We will
Yun.
not give the exact details as it is for higher authorities or for the final release of the details of the RAA. But in terms of yung mga hopes and ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, ang gusto nating mangyari dito, sir, is tantamount to having like a VFA with Japan. So yun yung gusto natin, sir, na ma-achieve natin at the end of all of this, and over and above that, not just Japan but other nations to also follow suit. So ito, sir, kasama na lahat dito, no, yung improvement and interoperability of our systems, intelligence sharing and gathering and sharing, yung compatibility of our communications equipment, all of those things. So, malawag itong mga sakop nito, but as I said, we won't be giving the exact details until such time po na talagang we will be implementing it in the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Para sa mas madaming update tungkol sa ating depensa, paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Huwag mo na rin kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Pindutin mo na rin ang bell para updated kayo sa aking mga bagong video. Maraming salamat po.